Hello again. We are GamerNode, enjoying a nice hearty meal of IHOP.
Hearty meal of the American
It'll
IHOP.
be here soon enough.
Not
After
soon
our
enough.
first crazy day
Crazy.
at E3 2012. 4 conferences, 1 day. Only one of us went to all 4, but we're not going to talk to him this entire time. How's that? We have a lot to talk.
I want to talk to him.
We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we can talk. A lot to talk about. A lot to do. A lot to discuss. Are we gonna wrap the whole day up?
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap the whole day up.
Wrap up right now.
All right. So let's wrap the day.
Wrap over dinner.
I want to start with Mr. Murphy over here.
All right.
Best of the day, worst thing of the day. Go.
Best thing of the day, hands down, is Watch Dogs.
All right.
Worst thing of the day, how much time Microsoft and Sony spent appealing to electronics and casual markets to the kinds of things that they could have just used platforms like CES for.
Yep.
Instead of showing more content from games they showed during their conferences or games they didn't show during their conferences, like The Last Guardian.
Edward. Best thing, worst thing. Go.
Worst thing is I didn't see The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. Okay, on the entry package we like some bacon or sausage. It costs a little bit more, but
None.
no, just the 3 eggs.
Yep, 3 eggs, 3 pancakes, and it comes with hash browns, right? It's 3 eggs, 3 pancakes, and hash browns, right?
Hash brown, let me make sure. Carly.
Heavy negotiation here tonight, huh?
That's what it says on the menu.
Worst thing, Guardian. Best thing.
See. I'm gonna give you an either or.
Okay.
Either Watch Dogs or Beyond.
Beyond.
I mean, there's very little to go on, but big heavy fan, big Fahrenheit fan, Indigo Prophecy.
Yep.
Just love the studio, David Cage, all them, my dream, and the game looks pretty cool. Pouring salt on, what is that? What were you just doing?
Nothing.
Crab
I wasn't simulating fellatio, if that's what you were.
Crabtree is filleting over here. Best, worst. Go.
Best worst. Okay, so the best thing was getting kicked out. That
Yes.
was my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Best moment of
Getting
my life.
kicked out,
really.
getting kicked out of Hip Hop Gamers. Getting kicked out of Hip Hop Gamers limo. How's that?
Top moment of my life.
It was interesting.
Real-
It was
real
an interesting
proud.
situation.
Yeah, well,
Especially since we were like walking around the whole time, involved in the whole conversation about.
Whatever.
And I just feel like this story changed. But that's
yeah, it really did.
I think
Best thing, worst thing.
actual best.
But not about the fault. I think it's just
Whatever. Actual best. Far Cry 3. Insanity.
yeah. Far Cry
Nuts.
3 just
The game gets better
adding
and better
stuff.
every time.
It really does.
You know, I mean, on the day, I think the publisher that impressed me the most was easily Ubisoft.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. No
Like
question.
all kinds of. They revealed Splinter Cell.
Not even at their own, like outside of their own press.
Yeah, they revealed Splinter Cell at Microsoft's press conference. They revealed Watch Dogs at their own, and at
And
Sony's they showed not
PlayStation
only
Vita, Assassin's
the
Creed.
Vita Assassin's Creed, the other half of Assassin's Creed 3, which is in the Caribbean ships.
Yep.
Weird.
Co-op Far Cry 3.
And then the co-op Far Cry 3, which was pretty sick too.
Yeah.
So they are just
They're
a
not
powerhouse in it. They're like Chuck Norris of
Ubisoft
E3
just-
2012.
I think what I particularly liked about
Dominated.
the Far Cry 3 demo that we saw at Ubisoft's press conference.
The dude's voice.
Got a good
the guy
voice.
who works there.
No, it shows an evolution of
Yes.
character. Holy God, why aren't more people doing that?
Yeah.
How are we not understanding the concept that you don't just like have the basic idea of like revengeance or like renegade or like this is the one thing I for always. It's like no, like this person changes over the course of the game because of what you do. Like, come on, people, awesome! Like, thank God someone's embracing it. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Best thing for me was easily Xbox Smart Glass.
Yeah. You want to use your iPhone to move through your menus.
I want to know where everything happens in Westeros ever.
Yeah.
No, actual best.
That's the one thing about Smart Glass. I want to know where everyone is in Western at all times.
Yeah. Actual best thing.
It's the one TV show I watch and enjoy.
Actual best thing was probably Us at the end there. That was fantastic. That lived up to every single bit of hype that I had. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Worst thing, probably Usher.
Really?
Free Usher
It's
concert.
not that I don't like Usher.
I mean,
Did you like the Flo Rida concert more than the Flo?
Yeah, you know why? Because it was in the beginning.
Ah, that's
And
fair.
people were high energized anyway. Yeah, what do you got?
Started
for us?
off.
What do you
I
got
think
for
he
us,
just
Ubisoft?
like the Flo Rida performance washed the taste of the Usher performance out of his
A
mouth.
little bit. But no, think about it. Ubisoft puts Flow Rider at the beginning. The crowd is ready. They're excited. They get involved. They're having a good time. Microsoft puts Usher next to last after the drawl that was Xbox Smart Glass.
it's like, is this what we're waiting
and
for? Is Usher?
Xbox Music and all that other stuff. So the crowd is already switched off at that point. And you bring out Usher, and we're like,
It's just the wrong crowd for Usher.
Yeah.
Is what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
like,
wrong time.
it's a game journalist, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a high market. for
people
it.
pay a lot of money to see Usher in concert.
Not us.
We got one song's worth, so
That just happened, just newest single. I bet that was not figured out at all.
Yeah. So am I allowed to disagree with your best and worst?
Of course. They're only customers.
Okay. I disagree.
What?
with both.
Last of Us.
Really?
It didn't really impress you.
I played Uncharted.
It was different enough from Uncharted for me.
Hey, good job, more violence. Like, I was looking for something a lot more intellectual from that game.
Yeah.
I was finding
So you were really into Wonder Book then?
super into Wonderbook.
The Wunderbook.
You know what? I was
Blowing
into.
an AR load on
Listen to this. How much has Demon Souls and Dark Souls influenced gaming? With the leaving message, you can leave messages in a Wonder Book for other people to find. Beware of the Dragon.
Oh, Waypoint.
Miiverse.
They were talking about that with the
Halo
Smart Glass.
Waypoint. What else? There was one other.
Do your
one.
arms hurt? You're really reaching.
Yeah.
I'm serious about that last one. I was really very underwhelmed.
No.
Really?
Like, yeah, like it's cool action. Like a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Like there's no defining thing about it. It's like here's how it's changing games.
Is this just
I felt-
is this
I
a
felt
subtle
the way it
grudge
was-
because there was no Last Guardian?
What?
Is this a subtle grudge over the Last Guardian?
I'm sure there's a tinge of that. Yeah.
I thought that the way that they treated the AI in that game, the enemy AI in that game, was just a great improvement from like
Sure,
what you
yeah.
typically see. I mean, that's an innovation.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of just your typical enemies who are just shooting at you and want to kill you, they actually seem genuinely
Well, they already
afraid
did
and
that. I am
terrified.
alive. I did that like 2 months ago.
And I mean, Shadow of the Colossus did
Granted,
it
like
way
I
back.
like The Last of Us is clearly gonna be like way better than I Am Alive.
Ascend. What was it called? Ascend.
Ascend.
New Gods.
What was that?
Where the god climbs on the god climbs on the god.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I like.
Godception.
Yeah. I like how he was like flailing off the guy's arm, and then he's like raises. I mean, you can't see me. Can you?
Raises
He just
raises
rise up.
Yeah, that was a real
he can walk on
obligatory
water.
move.
Reminded me of Two Human.
Also, another thing that I was interested in The Last of Us was the fact that Ellie helped.
Got involved.
Got involved.
That was cool.
And the question I'm wondering is,
Bioshock Infinite.
is that friendly AI actually like revolutionized and improved to the point to where like they will help you out on their own or command?
Yeah, true.
I hope it's not.
I think it's more the former than the
I
latter.
hope
hope so. Yeah.
I kind of think it's just a scripted event. You know, in terms of Ellie.
You think so?
I think that
Well, I mean-
particular moment. I'm sure that she does also help out to some.
You think it's scripted to the point to where whenever he runs out of ammo, she just interferes?
Could
I
be.
don't know.
Because I mean, like, what if he had run out of ammo beforehand?
Sure. I don't know.
Well, because if that's the case, if every time she runs out of ammo, she helps out, then she's a glorified super guy, where you'll never fail.
Well, that's why I'm
She's
saying
Elika.
maybe it's actual, you know, AI. Maybe they improved her AI to where whenever she realizes that he's about to get killed or something, she steps in to distract the enemy.
Here's what I'll also say. We only saw one
Snippet.
choice path, one set of choices made. You could presumably, if this game is very well built, make a lot of different choices, try to sneak by, and maybe have a completely different scene. I think that'd be
So
exciting.
you're also going under the assumption there actually is choice. We don't know if there really is choice or not.
I think if you're gonna be a player now at this level, you probably should include some choice.
Which reminds me-
in the sense of like sandbox gameplay, like
Yeah,
Uncharted's
well,
already done it, right? Like why don't they? Like if Naughty Dog already knows how to do that.
Going to choice, did anyone notice the choice you can make in Black Ops 2? The Black Ops 2 demo?
What was it?
The part where they show the high-powered sniper rifle.
Yeah.
You could also choose to repel. And
Oh, I
take
didn't know you
ground.
could choose to do
It
that.
says snipe or repel, and you look,
cool.
you look
Okay.
back and forth on the sniper. So you could easily just repel and take a more normal approach, which is awesome. Because I can't aim a sniper rifle in video games for shit.
I love that the Far Sight is back in video games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of impressed with Black Ops 2. I got to be honest with you. I mean, obviously,
why?
it didn't play much different than a normal Call of Duty game. But
Right.
I love their narrative.
Yes, they're certainly
They're good action movie
they're
narratives.
certainly doing that well.
Yeah.
That one thing.
And it's funny seeing like LA burn and the walk.
So satisfying.
Watching the, that's not what I was getting at. But watching all the areas that we will walk through like, the next 2 days.
I think my favorite moment of that Fallout 3 when because I live outside
you
of
live
DC,
there.
so I was just whatever.
No,
Totally
I find
unrelated,
it,
but
I find it more interesting because of the fact that, like, you know, you rarely see Los Angeles in that sort of situation, especially in gaming. It's always like New York,
New York,
and,
yeah.
and like maybe sometimes like Washington or something like that, or like London or Paris, but
Yeah.
it's never Los Angeles or Chicago or Miami
anywhere.
Philadelphia.
Because no one important.
You really?
or Boston.
I do. It wouldn't be hard either. It's a grid for Christ's sake. So if you put like a Grand Theft Auto style sandbox game, everything is in nice line.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, it's a city.
Nice grid.
San Diego would be a great place.
Yeah, well,
I sense a
no
tin-
bias there either.
sense
No.
a tinge of bitterness over the fact that Last of Us takes place in Perth.
Shitsburg.
You heard it here. Shots fired.
Speaking of which, we didn't see Grand Theft Auto
At all.
5 anyway.
I told you. What if Nintendo does it? Zombie U, mature title for the Wii U.
What if Strauss?
What if we
think
see
that would be
GTA?
What if Nico Bellic walks out?
Duck.
The game is on the Wii U.
My cousin Rome want to bring you new game.
That's a conference winner. If GTA 5 goes out for Nintendo, that's a conference winner right there. They
Disagree.
How?
It's one.
It doesn't matter. It's the biggest,
Grand
it'll be the
Theft
biggest
Auto,
splash Nintendo has made.
And if they give a significant trailer and they show some gameplay and the fact that it comes to the Wii U, that's a system.
And that's literally Nintendo saying, we're here.
Yeah, it's the,
We gave you a little time off to get your shit together. No more. We are here. We are ready. Let's do it.
that's Nintendo saying, all right, you know, we're ready to take this to the next level.
Look, we have a controller again.
How
We have
smart-
games again.
Think about how smart they really are. In 2006, they released a system that has some, hardcore elements, but is mostly focused to the people who don't play. They play, they decide they like video games, they move on to other things. And now, 6 years later, Nintendo are scrambling to find that casual audience that they talk about in their conferences. Nintendo is going to pull back to the hardcore and be like, did you miss us?
Well,
Come
also,
on back, Dad.
what they're doing is they've created a cycle. Back in the days, the NES game was very simple, and we all, like you, all of us, we learned gradually until we became experts at what we do. Now, what they did was they brought in a new generation of gamers on the Wii. They've taught them about games a little bit, and now in the next system, like you're familiar with the Wii. Now let's give you the Wii 2, essentially, and let's make it a little bit more advanced from what you're used to.
Zombie U.
Which way you can still use Wii controller, like
which
Wii
is very
mode.
cool. I like that. Which is amazing for Nintendo, because would you ever think Nintendo would allow the Wii remotes to be used again? They charge you for Wii remote, they charge you for a nunchuck, they charge you for this. I was like, that's cool. It's cool. I about that. I don't want to spend
I
it.
just feel like Nintendo is about to. They have potential for Nintendo to just be like, going right back to the top of the mountain.
I feel like GTA,
We've been doing it the longest.
if Nintendo does it, GTA 5
Would that
isn't
make you
at
happy?
E3, I think that would be one of the biggest disappointments of the entire show.
What?
The fact that Grand Theft Auto
They
is
didn't
not
make it.
present at all.
At all.
At all. Because we've been here just waiting for anything since that one trailer way back in November. You would
Last
think
Guardian
E3 would
was
be a
more
perfect
disappointing
time
to
to
me.
reveal something new.
That would go into
Maybe let it on Wii U.
It's not gonna happen.
No,
You can pet dog Ratbird. Whatever that is. Does it have a name? Dogs featuring dog Ratbird. Fucking Jet
Falco.
Feathers.
Falcor.
Falco.
Maybe he'll just be like special DLC in the next Nintendogs.
Or in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And
Super
all that we know that he does is run and howl, so he'll just run around the map and go.
Okay, so who do we think is going to be in the next Super Smash Bros?
That's not already.
I'm
in
more
there.
inclined to think who is, now that Big Daddy is going to be there's a third-party non-PlayStation person there. What other characters are going to be in PlayStation?
Cloud Strife.
Battle
Yeah,
Royale?
because they can put other people.
Cloud Strife.
Cloud Strife isn't. I think that would be a big
If they want to,
misstep.
get over the you're Super Smash Brothers clone, put Cloud in there.
How about this?
What about
How about
Sephiroth and Squall? Do you think you should show up for them?
How about Ostrava of Boletaria from Demons? No, not gonna happen.
No.
It's only on.
Yep. Dark Souls isn't only on PlayStation.
No, but Demon Souls. Ostrava and Boletaria.
Crash Bandicoot would be a good one.
I know, but I don't want like Crash Bandicoot. I want PS1 original blocky awful Crash Bandicoot. Who when he stands there and he doesn't move for a while, he goes,
What about Nariko from Heavenly Sword?
"I'm down."
Very good.
Jack.
Would be good.
Jack and Daxter.
Who else?
Yeah, it'll probably be.
I was
in there.
just
And
thinking about this
Ratchet
recently.
Clank. Or but if you want to go third party, I think it'd be hysterical if they get Solid Snake, because he'd be in both.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cloud. If you're gonna put a Final Fantasy guy, it has to be Cloud.
Yeah.
Has to be.
So Caliber got Ezio, and that was good marketing for them. Maybe they go to Ubisoft since they've got such a good relationship with Ubisoft, try to bring in Connor.
True. Or go back and make it outside here.
If they're not trying to actually like add interest to it, but they just want to add like
Buzz.
tradition or quirkiness, no, not buzz.
Oh,
Like
not
the
Buzz.
opposite of buzz. They could go with like Sir Dan
I
from
want Sir Dan.
Medieval.
I want Sir Dan. Medieval.
So damn.
Yeah.
Or like, I just did on this a while ago. Who did I come up with? I came up with like a jet.
Any of the Chrono Cross characters.
Chrono Cross. That dude from Xenogears.
Yeah.
Actually,
Shenmue.
I definitely.
Dreamcast. Dreamcast. That's Sega. But I thought for sure we would see Shenmue HD at the Sega. Guess not. No, I also don't think there's going to be more than one character per franchise. Like Nathan Drake is it.
Oh yeah. There's no reason to have anybody but Nathan Drake.
What about Sackboy?
Sackboy.
Sackboy.
Probably definitely.
There we go.
I would be
Cole.
absolutely.
Yes, Cole.
Is he already in it?
No.
He will be. He's already been in a fighting
What
game.
about the Prince from Katamari?
That'd be interesting.
That's a good one.
Right? Because it's mainly PlayStation property. When Beautiful
How about-
Katamari was the only one on 360.
How about Wander?
Wander. Yes, 100%. I would love Wander.
Wander would be
Or
awesome.
Eco.
How about
Wander.
PlayStation Home
Person
person avatar?
that could look like anyone.
Your avatar, they pull it from home.
Oh, your own. Yeah. Yeah.
Which, going back to the original question, Mies will probably be in Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Wii U.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Mies, I thought about this. Little Mac from Punch Out ought to be in it. Because before, he was one of those assist trophies, which are essentially Pokeballs, but in Nintendo's lore. But now that he had a resurgent game come out that was very good, if you haven't played the 09 Punch Out, it's a very good game. They might be able to put him in an actual roster. I'll tell you, two of the most...
Misty.
For Pokemon?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's a hottie.
Two of the most requested characters back in Brawl were Mega Man, third party, and Geno from Super Mario RPG. the doll-
I did love Gino, yep.
But I believe he's owned by Square Enix
How about Lara Croft?
Nix.
in PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Lara Croft.
Thing
Now,
is-
which Lara
thing is-
Croft do we get? We get new Lara Croft?
New,
or
old.
Lara Croft?
Live in there.
I bet
I
they
think it
do.
would be like it would make more sense if it was old because
It
like,
would.
she
What if
helped
we
build
make
the
new
PlayStation
one?
brand.
Just do new one
Even
and
though-
make old one unlockable skins.
Tomb Raider came out first on the Saturn.